How you doing? This is Mike from 247 Inc. magazine, and we are here with Tatiana, who I'm very excited. Please tell us how Warped Tour has been going for you so far.
It's been amazing. It's been an absolute blast. I first played Warped Tour with a band I was playing in called Tat, and it was our first ever US tour. So coming out and playing it again on my first tour with my solo project is awesome. That's really, really exciting. And it's great to see all the Tat fans out here. It's great to see all the bands that we've toured with on Warped Tour in the past. It's great to see production. Everybody who's on Warped Tour has become family over the years. So it's an amazing time. It's a really, really fun summer.
So what else? I see you got a tattoo there, and we're Tattoo Magazine, so can you tell me a little bit about that?
Okay, well, this one's like super personal. This is actually my first tattoo. This was of my dog, and it was after he died, and I went up to this, my friend goes to this parlor in Melbourne, and it's called The Grand Illusion. Super cool, like little tattoo shops, very like old school hardwood floors, and like kind of like an old barbershop setup, and they were playing vinyls all day, and it was like chill as fuck, man. It was sick. But like this guy was like a guest artist from Berlin, and he specialized in like geometric and like floral designs, and I like that. And I was like, hey man, here's a picture of my dog. Do you think you can design something like around it and like something floral? And yeah, he came out with this, and like it was funny. He was like, most people have the face like straight on, but because his face is like down a bit, looks like a deer.
I was gonna say that it's very resemblant, but that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's different and it's unique because it's him, and he's got like all the facial marks that he had, and like it's very personal to me, and like my favorite tattoo. But it did take 7.5 hours to do. It was my first tattoo, and like, God, it was funny because like I heard a lot of people have problems with the lines, like thickness and stuff, and I was like, that didn't hurt at all. That was fine for me, but it was the dot work that was like really annoying because like it's like slow pace and like flicks, and then yeah.
Well, it looks beautiful, and now you can sit through anything after 7 hours of that.
I got my arm done as well afterwards by my mate, and like 2 of my mates actually, but yeah.
That's beautiful. Can we get a picture with the camera? Yeah, very clean and beautiful work. That's awesome. That's actually my my nightmare. I tattoo as well, but I do more realism. I just copy pictures. That stuff there is it's a headache and a nightmare for me for sure.
Yeah, like my friend, he free-handed like half the drawing, and because it was like a little bit of a cover-up, but a little bit of an incorporation of what it was, and then like, yeah, he was just like, oh, I don't know if we can do anything with this. We could make it into a spider, and I was like, oh, nah, let's just like keep it planny, I guess. I don't know, whatever it was, and then yeah, he came out with this, and it was all right.
Spiders work too. How about you, man? Anything on you?
I am a clean slate. I don't have any tattoos.
That's the best kind because you can get anything you want.
Yeah, well, that's like kind of where I'm at. I'm like, I can't just get like 1 or 2. I think like if I was gonna do it, it would be like completely covered or just like nothing at all.
It's very much like Pringles. You can't just have one. Once you open the can, it's gone.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But I love tattoos. I totally respect them.
That's great.
This is actually from an album cover of a band called Owen. Okay. It's like acoustic-y kind of music. I don't know. I always thought it looked cool. There's like a bird in it and a heart, but I got it a really long time ago. No reason.
Looks like a panda. Is it a panda?
Yeah, it's a koala.
Sorry, not
Yeah, it's a koala. And then I have these. These are like 11 years old, but
they have meaning.
Not too big. On
They're a part of. It's like a photograph.
Yes.
They're a part of your life and a perfect time.
Yes.
Yeah, I always keep telling people I just have the one, but it goes from down my ass to up my back. So
Yeah, it's just the one. It's your body.
It's just the one, but I do have a Simple Plan tattoo. This is actually the first one I ever got. I don't know if you're panning here.
Beautiful.
First tattoo I ever got. Simple
Now, who was your artist?
It was this guy from Montreal. Okay. His name's Bao, and he's Vietnamese, and he is based like in sort of a cool hipster area of Montreal. And I just looked him up. There's not a lot of people that do the Asian-inspired tattoos in Montreal, but I saw he was doing it, and we met up. And I go meet the guy, and I'm friends with his girlfriend, Bob. So we're like, oh shit, we're already friends. It seems.
That's perfect.
And he just did my piece, and it was really
So
cool.
far.
Yeah, so I kind of got my like Star Wars sleeve somewhat going here. My artist is Johnny Watson, based in Chicago. He's just kind of like a freelance dude. But I know Johnny because of Zach, and he did Zach's whole arm. So he's tattooed most of the guys in Sleep on it. his traditional work is like some of my favorite, and I obviously love Star Wars, so just trying to collect the whole set here.
Yeah, perfect combination, traditional and Star Wars. Now, being a tattoo artist myself, I'm petrified of doing traditional work because there's so many straight lines and perfect solid colors. I kind of stick to the copy and pictures realism thing.
Okay, for sure.
So it's awesome in its own right, of course, but that is something that I'm very jealous of people who can do cleanly.
Yeah, traditional, it's a hard thing to nail. I mean, if you want to go like super traditional, it's bold lines and you get like 3 colors. That's
Absolutely, and that scares the shit out of me.
so hard to do. And I mean, Johnny, obviously, he's more of a neo-traditional guy. He uses a lot more colors. I mean, I think traditional is like green or like red, blue, and yellow. I think those are like the only 3 colors you really start with.
Yes, I believe that's correct.
And obviously, Johnny's branched out. I have like teal and pink and orange and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've known Johnny since I was a kid, and like we just kind of grew up together. And when he started becoming a tattoo artist, I started wanting to get tattoos at the same time. So I've been with him like from apprentice to now, which is really
So it's kind of like us. It's all a perfect match.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, of course. Now, I notice you got a lot of ink. Is there anything that stands out for you as far as your artist and what your favorite one is, or what has the most memory?
Well, I got a couple. So one of my favorites is my first drunk tattoo in Vegas ever, which was on the I Prevail tour. I don't remember getting it, but I got a taco, which is probably a better choice than many things I could have gotten in the state of mind I was in at the time. So I love my little taco. I just got a bus tattoo on our bus in Denver for the last Warped Tour, since it's our first bus. And let's see, yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of.
They're all beautiful.
Hell yeah. So I first started with just a little rose on my arm because one of my bands would go through Vegas, and there's this place that did $10 tattoos, little stamps. And after like 2 of them that came out horrible, I was like, I should probably get something better. I found a dude in Fullerton where I used to live at Aces High called Michael Manarino, and he first did this X-Files one, and then hooked me up with the Stay Gold one, and I've just been going back to him for everything else. He's just great with traditional, and every time I get a tattoo, I just hold off to go back to him to get anything done.
That's awesome.
Sometimes I've tried to convince him to go with my guy, and he's like, "No, I can't. I gotta wait for mine."
I mean, once you find someone you're comfortable, I understand. But I also agree that there's so many amazing artists out there. You gotta collect them. You know what I mean? So how about yours and your artist? Who we got?
This one is my whole leg is done by Wayne Kahn from Palm Springs. He did a Japanese background with the traditional like subjects. So, but I've been going with him for years now, and I love his work.
It's beautiful, and that's unfortunately a lot of people attempt Japanese work, and they miss the mark a little bit because they don't either understand the culture or they don't have the background behind it. But clearly, he slayed that entire piece. That's absolutely gorgeous.
He just opened a shop called Iron Palm in Palm Springs, and I don't know, honestly, I've never seen anyone be able to just freehanded all of it, and he did a killer job.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
His name is Brandon, and he works in Cannibal Graphic Arts Tattoo in Oklahoma City. And I hope I said it in the right order, but he's been a friend of mine for a real long time, and he's the man. He's a really good guy.
That's gorgeous, gorgeous piece. You guys have anything else for tattoo work on particular artists that mean something special for either the band or yourself personally?
I mean, we all Chelsea Grin, we've mostly been tattooed. I mean, Tom is a new member, but we have an artist named Ryan Johnson. He tattoos at a place called Tiger Claw in Salt Lake City, and he's done pretty much everyone else in the band. I mean, he's working on my arm. He did my stomach and my front. He's done parts of everybody in the band. So he's a really talented artist. He's incredible.
That's awesome. I'll have to check him out as well.
Without a doubt, my Tupac is my favorite.
Beautiful. Who did that?
My cousin Ryan, and he also did my Voldemort. That's dope. That's Jamie Madrox with a cheeseburger.
That's me.
We were at a Comic-Con and somebody came up and gave us 2 drawings, and I had been looking for, there's me. And I was like, oh, that's it. And there's a big Michael Myers up there, and my hatchet, my lotus.
Oh, yeah.
And I got some on my legs.
He does. I got these 2 crazy guys. Sorry. I got, stop, he puts it all in my face. My homie Freddie Sheets did Adam West. He's my hero. And the Frankenberry, Boris Karloff Frankenberry crossover. Beautiful. Yeah, so.
Beautiful.
We got some other stuff too.
Tell them what's under those.
What's under these? My veins and a lot of
a collection.
A cholesterol piping through.
of $20 and $30 wall art.
It's true. When we originally started, we had certain tattoos because that was a certain level of the game that we could exceed to. You point to the flash on the wall and you get that tat. And then after you go on through life, you get people that you befriend and they're like, man, let me bust that out. Let me hook you up. Let me step you into the 2000s. And you're like, really? You do that for me?
Your line work's all
And I
bad.
sit down and they blow the color out and they make it like this was literally a jail tat. And dude brought it back and just killed it. Carlos from out in Lansing, Michigan. That's my dude. St. Carlos.
And that's much better than a lot of jail tattoos I've seen. Beautiful.
Dad, you know, it's real shit. So he's the dopest. Tell some. I mean, you're literally a roadmap of artistry over here.
Yeah. So a guy named Joe Truck out of San Pedro runs Ace of Hearts tattoo studio. Did basically everything I've got. I was playing in a band with him, and he paid me in tattoos, so it worked out. So right arm's like a rock and roll graveyard. Got John Bonham from Zeppelin, Keith Moon from The Who, Buddy Rich, guys like that. A couple of dead dogs that passed away. If you want to get away with not tattooing your girlfriend's name, tattoo her dog's name.
Wow, you learned that right here, right now. That's I've never even heard that before. Absolutely.
Yeah, little tip. Little tip.
See it, isn't it a jinx thing? Isn't
Yeah,
that
oh
what it
yeah,
is?
kiss of death,
So-
kiss of death.
yeah.
And then the left arm is kind of like a lost innocence in youth today kind of thing. So hear no evil, see no evil, and cell phones and computers and all the shit that's, taking away the innocence from the kids. So there you go.
My problem with tattoos is that I have a backlog of designs that I've got ready to go and just no money to see it through because I believe that there's no such thing as a cheap tattoo that's good and there's not a good tattoo that's cheap.
My motto exactly.
If I'm gonna get a tattoo, I mean, I say that I've got some crappy tattoos on my legs, but I feel like legs, like sometimes legs, if I have a friend that's just done their apprenticeship or something, they can just do a little thing, but my arm, I want to keep with the best designs because this is like my band arm. So anytime the band does something significant, I get a tattoo to remember it. So that was our first ever tour, and that was the design that was on the poster. That was a secret show we played with a band called the Wonder Years, who have been like one of my favorite bands for my whole life, and then we got to play a show with them, and their singer worked on our album with us, so I got a tattoo to remember that. This was just a really cool design by an artist that I am good friends with now and I just really liked at the time, but it was like to commemorate our first ever headline tour. We sold out a show and I just wanted to remember it. That was a tour with a band called Beartooth, so I got a bear's tooth. And then that was our first ever Australian tour with a band called Trophy Eyes right there. And I've got a design ready to go for our first ever US tour, which was last year, which is a ram's head on like a mountain range because Colorado is my favorite state. And then I'm also going to get something going across my shoulder here for Warped Tour, but I don't know. I want to get a design that's like something that's warped, you know what I mean, or something like that.
I can understand fully.
Yeah. And then I got a bunch of stuff on my leg that's like just stuff that friends or Flash that I've seen.
He's good. Digging the bee.
That was she's my ex-girlfriend now, but that was my girlfriend's first ever tattoo. So she's an apprentice, and that was the first tattoo she'd done on human skin. And I think it's great. She killed it. And then that's just, I got that in Boston, got that for free at home.
Where in Boston, if you don't mind?
So we toured with a band called Vanna, and Nick, their guitarist, was an apprentice at a tattoo studio in Boston. I can't remember the name, and that's really bad of me. I feel like it was something to do with hell or Satan or something. I forget though. I can't forget at all.
It'll come to you in the middle of the night, and you can just call us, and we'll.
Back there got so badly infected, like the middle of that year. So I got it re-blacked a little bit. I lost all the ink in that circle.
I was gonna say it looks great for a rough heel, but you redid it. Yeah, you've got beautiful, beautiful work.
Hi, my name is Tatiana De Maria. Go check out 247 Ink Magazine.
What's up? I'm Steven.
And I'm Tom.
We're Chelsea Grant, and you're watching 247 Inc.
Yo, what's up? My name is Lauren from Sharptooth, and you're watching 247 Ink Magazine.
My name is Ramon. I play bass for Dayseeker.
My name is Mike. I play drums.
My name is Rory. I sing, and you're watching 247 Ink Magazine.
Yo, what's going on? It's Youngblood, and you're watching 247 Ink.
This is Frankie from Farewell Winners, and you're checking out 247 Ink Magazine.
Hi, I'm Derek from Real Big Fish. Please check out 247 Ink Magazine.
Hi, it's Rob from Don Broco, and you're watching 247 Ink Magazine.
Hey, I'm Jake Taylor from In Heart's Wake, and you're watching 247 Ink Magazine.
Hey, we're Dallas
Hoskin, and you're watching 247 Inc. magazine.
What's up, guys? It's Adrian from Assuming Survive. Make sure you check out 24/7 Inc. magazine.
What's up? I'm Jeremy.
And this is Fonz.
And we're from Louderburns, and you're watching 247 Inc.
What up, everybody? I'm Jacques Cousteau, a.k.a. Peter Sellers, a.k.a. the Pink Panther of the goddamn rap game.
Damn, I'm AKA Leonard Nimoy, his number 2 to the Captain Kirk. I'm Jamie Madrox, I'm Twisted.
Draven Davidson, drums.
I thought you were going to say number 1, make it so. You're 24/7 Inc. Know about it. If you don't, we'll write it backwards on your forehead so you see it every morning when you brush your goddamn teeth.
Kiss your Tupac.